Well, this is my personal property. I purchased it a year ago, and with the intention of turning this into our facility. It's going to be called K-9 Acres. Where I started with all of this, soon after becoming a dog owner again in my adult life, I started fostering for rescues and had all these dogs coming to me with all these behavioral issues, and started realizing that they weren't going to be adoptable if I didn't start working on those issues. So I was working with dogs from all different backgrounds. I actually worked with a lot of puppy mill survivors and things like that, and they just come from extremely under-socialized situations. Over the years, I've just really come to see a need for a place like this where we can offer more enriching activities and opportunities for these dogs. So through the crowdfunding campaign, one of the things we want to do is reach out to the community itself and let them know that this resource is going to be available for them over this next year. We need to get over the financial hump of that, but with their buy-in early on with the process here, they're going to be purchasing time out at the facility, whether that be time out in the activity yards or time training with us in classes or in private sessions. So they're going to get something out of it down the road here. It's not just obedience or any one thing. It's really a whole picture approach. What is everything we need to do in your dog's life to get them to achieve balance and get them to be that well-mannered member of your family? Part of the rewards with the crowdfunding campaign is going to be we're going to have some rescues in particular that are being sponsored, and they can have a donor purchase them a X amount of training time or time out at the activity center within the first year of us operating here. So that'll be a good kickback for them as well too. So that was really good. On top of that, we were zoned properly, which if you start getting into it and you start realizing anytime you're dealing with dogs and then you're dealing with government, it gets pretty sticky. So I got really lucky when I found this property, and we moved in last year, and as soon as we moved in, we started on plans. I worked with the city. I hired an architect. His name is Joe Dembski, and he took what my idea was and made it work for what the city was going to require. Not only that, but also too how we saw this whole thing functioning out here and what our goals were with things. With K-9, with the in-home training that we do, we work with a lot of dogs with a lot of severe behavior issues, social anxieties, stuff like that. And the purpose of this facility is to further help those owners and dogs, because they're making a lot of progress, obviously, but they still have some limited options as to where they can go for things like overnight boarding, for additional enriching activities, or even just safe spaces to exercise where they don't have to worry about what might happen. Dog parks aren't safe. A lot of people live in homes that don't have fenced-in backyards, so it's hard for them to really exercise. I'm always being asked what other activities can they do, and as much progress as a lot of these dogs are making, I can't tell them, go ahead, take your dog to an agility class and run them off leash. Everything will be fine. So that's really what we're trying to do, is provide those sort of outlets for people and their dogs, so that they can continue to make those crucial improvements and hopefully at some point be able to go do all those other things.